There is actually a lot of money in the gas refilling business in Nigeria, but I honestly don't understand why more people are not talking about it. Not even the people already making money from this business. And here is the crazy part. Just last week, I personally sat down and interviewed like three different people who are deep into this business. And what I found out really shocked me. I'm not even joking. At this point, don't be surprised if you just see me open my own gas refilling shop one of these days. Like seriously. Now, if you are watching this video right now, there are chances that you have probably thought about starting a business, or you're already tired of depending on one source of income. And let's be real, things are not getting cheaper in Nigeria. And the economy is not even friendly. Everything is going up, food, transport, even the air you breathe feels like it wants to increase price. But one thing that people must keep buying, no matter what, is cooking gas. Think about it. Every single day, millions of homes are cooking, restaurants are cooking, bookers are cooking, street vendors cooking non-stop, and most of them are using gas. This is not a maybe people will buy type of business. This is a people must buy type of business. And that is exactly why this business is interesting. Let me break it down for you in a very simple way, like we are just sitting down together and having a normal conversation. First thing you need to understand is that gas refueling is not the same as reselling gas cylinders. You are not necessarily importing anything big. What you are doing is buying gas in bulk, then selling it in smaller quantities to everyday people. That is where your profit comes from. Now, here is where it gets interesting. One of the people I spoke to told me he started small, like really, really small. No big shop, no fancy branding, just a small space, a skill, and a connection to a gas supplier. And within months, he was already seeing steady daily income, not once in a while, like daily, was seeing daily income. So if you are thinking this business is only for big players, forget that idea right now. Just take it off your mind right now. You can actually start small and grow bigger in future. But let's talk about the practical side, because that is very important. The very first thing you need is a good location. And when I say good location, I don't mean expensive. I mean strategic. You want to be somewhere people can easily access you. Think about residential areas, busy streets, places close to market, everywhere people are already living their daily lives. Because gas is not something people travel far to buy. If your place is convenient, they will keep coming back to you again and again. Now, once you have a location, the next thing is your basic equipment. You are going to need a weighing scale, very important. That is how customers trust you. If your scale is accurate, people will stick with you, but if it is not, they will leave you faster than you can ever imagine. You will also need hoses, valves, and safety gear. And please don't joke with safety in this business, because gas is not something you handle carelessly. I believe you all know that. Even the guys I spoke to emphasized this strongly. One small mistake can cause big problems. So from the beginning, build a habit of doing things properly. Then as for the supplier, you need a reliable gas supplier. This part is very important because your profit depends on how well you can buy. If you are buying at a high price, your margin becomes small. You might not have much profit like that. But if you have a good supplier giving you better rates, that is where your real money starts to show. And guess what? These suppliers are everywhere. You just need to ask questions, talk to people already in the business, visit existing gas plants, network a bit. This is one of those businesses where information is everything. Now let's talk about the money, because I'm very sure that is what you are really curious about. From what I gathered, your startup cost can vary depending on your scale. If you are starting small, you don't need millions immediately. You can begin with a simple setup and then reinvest your profit as you grow. One of the guys I spoke to said something that stuck with me. He said, this business is not about making big money. It is about making small money every single day. And that is the mindset shift. You are not waiting for one big payday. You are building a steady flow of income that keeps coming in daily. morning, afternoon, evening, customers will show up. And here's something else nobody really talks about: customer trust. In this business, trust is very important. If people believe your gas finishes faster than normal, even if it is not true, they will stop coming. But if they trust that your measurements are correct and your gas lasts, they will not only come back, they will bring their friends. They will always come with a friend when next they are patronizing you. Word of mouth is very powerful in any business. Another thing I learned is that this business grows faster than you think. Once people in your area know you, your customer base builds quickly. You might start with a few customers a day, then suddenly you are handling dozens of customers. And that is when you start thinking about expanding. Maybe getting a bigger space, adding more equipment to the existing ones, or even opening another location and put somebody there. And that should be somebody that you trust. But don't rush that part. Focus on getting the basics right first. And that is what this video is mainly about. Now, I also need to say this because it is very important as well. There are regulations involved. You need to check what permits are required in your own area, safety approvals, local authority permission. Don't skip this part. Although it might seem stressful at first, but it protects you in the long run. And honestly, once you set everything up properly, the business itself is very straightforward. People come in, you refill their gas, they pay you. Very simple. Another thing I found interesting about this business is how flexible it can be. You can run it yourself, or you can hire someone to manage it while you supervise. Some people even combine it with other small businesses in the same location. So it is not something that will trap you. It can actually give you freedom if you set it up very well. Depends on how you set it up. So you have been sitting down there thinking of which business you can start in Nigeria. This is one of the businesses that you can consider, not because it is trending, but because it solves a real everyday need. And businesses that solve real problems don't go out of style. Now, I'm very curious, after hearing all this, do you see yourself starting something like this, or is there something holding you back? Let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video, share it, as well as subscribing to the channel if you have not. See you all in the next one.